Hey guys, welcome to Abbie's Auras, or welcome back if you've been here before. Please make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so today's video was actually meant to be a different one than I'm actually filming, but it kept going wrong. I couldn't get my words out, I kept muddling everything up, and I just took that as a sign that that's not the video I was meant to be doing today. I keep thinking about this one, so that is why you're getting this video today. Yeah, so obviously someone is meant to hear it. So today's video is all about signs that you get and you experience as you're going through a spiritual awakening if your third eye has been opened. So what I mean by third eye is basically sometimes as we go through a spiritual awakening, or maybe even before, because some people are just tuned this way, signs that are happening that are to do with like more spiritual gifts. So I will find the picture and put it on the screen here of all the clairvoyant all the different clairs that you can get. So clairvoyant is seeing, clairaudio is hearing. There's all sorts of different ones, and some of them that I actually personally have that I can't even pronounce. So it will be on the screen for you guys that are interested in the different ones. And yeah, I'm just going to get straight into the signs, because I think I've been thinking about this a lot, and I didn't realise that people didn't know about these different signs. I forgot that I didn't know about them when I first started out with this, and someone had to teach me. So I thought I would just share what I learnt along the way, and to kind of save you guys time. And also I'm going to give you a few tips at the end to kind of control them in a way so you don't kind of get bombarded like I did and I got frightened. So basically I'm going to talk about the first one, which was the most common for me, is always seeing things in the corner of your eye. So yeah, I was always seeing things in the corner of my eye. It was kind of just like a little bit of a shadow almost, just like kind of go past, and I would look and there would be nothing there. At first I thought it was just me going crazy. It just must be something today, because I've seen orbs as I was trying to video the other ones that weren't working, and now the screen lighting is going on and off, so I just don't know if you guys can see that or if it's just me. But anyway, let's carry on with the video. So yeah, the first one is seeing things in the corner of your eye. It's just basically when your third eye is slightly open, maybe not open all the way yet, not fully activated, but it's doing it again. So yeah, it's just simply that. There's no need to worry. It's so normal. I say normal. It's normal experience to go through when you're going through an awakening, or just naturally able to do things like this. So I do want to point out that everyone has all of these clairs. It's just some are more dominant in people than others, and you can work on really like building your clairs up. It's like a muscle. So it's just like if you wanted to do one better than the other, then you could work on that one and then get better and stronger with that clair. But yeah, there's different ways of working on all of them to make them stronger. For me, I have I think 2 dominant ones, and then a few of the rest are like more closed off for me. But everyone has all of them, literally everyone. But as we're growing up, we see the world in a different way, and we kind of close ourselves off from the spiritual world. So that's why some of our clairs also get closed off. And that's also why people say that like babies and children can see more than we do, and they can sense more. It's just because they're not closed off to it yet, especially up until the age of 7. So anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent, but I just say what I meant to say, what I'm told to say. Yeah, so the first one was seeing things in the corner of your eye. I don't know if you guys can see the light flickering on and off or if it's just me. Anyway, the next one I will say, for me, it was ringing in the ears constantly. I've been experiencing it ever since, basically. Sometimes it won't be as bad, but I do find when I'm going through another kind of like spiritual growth, almost, that's what I call it. So when you're going through another, I won't say spiritual awakening again, because you only really go through one and then it just gets deeper and deeper. But when you're maybe going through another growth pattern, then it kind of comes back worse and you can just hear constant ringing in your ears. And I thought at first I didn't realise there was no one around me that I could ask these things, you know, these questions to, and I kept going to the doctors because I thought I thought there was something wrong with my ears. I thought that I had ear infections because they were always sore and just ringing, and they were so painful. So yeah, I went to the doctors a few times and they was like, there's nothing wrong with your ears. So yeah, anyway, long story short, I actually spoke to someone that you know, channels and does things like that, and she just basically said it's completely normal, it's just your body adjusting to more of the frequencies around you and things like that. And I just didn't put two and two together because I didn't know that was able to happen. So alongside that also came really bad headaches. It was more behind my eyes because I'm very clairvoyant. So when I was trying to channel, not intentionally channel, but when I was channeling unintentionally, my third eye here was just, my eyes were aching a lot. It felt like I had a really bad, like, kind of behind the eye like headache, and yeah, it was quite uncomfortable. So the other one from that, so it was seeing in the corner of your eye, ringing of the ears, headaches, and then the other one for me was lucid dreaming. So I was having a lot of crazy dreams, a lot of messages were coming through in my dreams, but I didn't know they were messages. So basically, to tell you about the different ones, so you can have just a normal dream and you kind of know it's a dream, but then when you have a different type of dream, it's more of a message. So for me, it just felt like everything was actually real. It felt like everything I was wearing was the same. I could see my body, I could see spirit in, you know, in loved ones around me. I could see angels. I was very confused. I was quite freaked out. So yeah, that was how I kind of started to receive messages, was through my dreams. Yeah, it was pretty scary. And I was seeing loved ones that had passed away, but really they were in front of me, and I was confused because I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know why I was like having all these experiences, because I didn't ask to be have all these clairs. But anyway, that was my experience. There was a lot more to it, but I don't really want to ramble on so you don't kind of contain the information. I want to more talk now about what you can do to control everything and to make sure you're safe, and you know, that you're not scared, because I was very scared. I was getting woke up in the middle of the night. I started not only just seeing like little shadows in the corner of my eye, it was full figures in my house, animals, yeah, quite scary things, and I really didn't like it. I didn't want to have any of these gifts. I wanted them to stop, but they just didn't. They kept getting stronger. Yeah, and I'm sure if you guys can see all the lights going a bit crazy, then you'll get how strong they are. So I basically didn't know about this at first when I was going through this, but I got taught about how you can basically have a connection with your spirit guides, and they can kind of just, so as I got taught it as it's me here and my spirit guides are here, and they filter out anything that I want. So if I give them rules, then they have to abide by them rules and only let through what I want. But obviously if we don't tell them our rules, then they don't know, and they just give us everything that's coming through. So I basically wrote down my rules, what I wanted to see, hear, like all of that. I think I can remember my rules. I don't say them anymore, but I basically wrote down my rules. I said them I said them out loud every morning and night. I sometimes I forget when I'm doing scripting, but this I just did never forget because I was so scared at the time. I remembered every morning and night to do this. I was like, yeah, I'm getting my rules in place. But basically, if we just tell the spirit guides you know, a few times that what our rules are, then they will understand and they will take it on board and then just abide by them rules, really. And you can always change it a lot, like later down the line, if you wanted to. You can also do this if you're wanting to deepen your spirituality and open more of these clairs up. So basically, I set out my rules. I've not really changed them since, because personally I didn't really want these gifts. I just kind of got them and I've just learnt to deal with it. So my first rule was I only want to see love and light. That's purely because I know there can be good energies just as much as bad energies, and I was scared of seeing the nasty ones that I did see in my house. So I really wanted to make it clear I never want to see things like that again. It really frightened me. It kind of looked like the girl off The Ring, if you know what that movie is, and it was at the top of my stairs, and I was just sat, like, I looked up and it was just there, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, I was very scared. So yeah, I put in the rule very firm, like I only want to see love and light, because I know I do healing and I heal using the light from the universe, the light for, like, the divine light. So I put it out very clearly. I only want to see love and light, to make sure no negative energies came through. I also said I don't want to be woken up anymore. I never want to be woken up unless it's an emergency. Don't wake me up, because I found when I was very, very tired, it was harder for me to keep them out, and I just got bombarded, and it was very frightening to be woken up to what sounded like a crowded, like I was sat in a crowded room, but really there was nothing there, and it really freaked me out. So yeah, I asked for that to stop. I didn't like it. I asked to not see things with my eyes open, because I was scared when I seen things in my house. I didn't like it. I seen a dog once, like, I seen all sorts, but I just didn't want to kind of be startled by something, oh, like there's something stood there. I didn't like it. I asked to only see things and experience things like this when I'm intentionally channeling. So when I do my work, like right now, I kind of get messages through as to what you guys need to know. Also with like my courses, and when I'm doing a reading, like energy healing, but I never intentionally sit down and do a reading for people, because for me, I just don't feel like this is what I want to do. I want to teach people about law of attraction and self-development. I don't kind of want to, I just don't want to do that side of things. I maybe might do it in the future, but for me, I just don't really feel that confident and comfortable with it. I've done it before and got very good results, but there's just something telling me that I shouldn't be doing it, and I'm just going to follow my gut, and as I always do, and hope for the best. But yeah, that's basically all of my rules. I did go along and change one of them like months and months and months after, when, you know, when I became more confident in it, and I felt more safe because my spirit guides were all following the rules, and I felt better that I wasn't constantly getting bombarded by spirits. So yeah, I changed one of the rules to when I'm channeling and I'm intentionally you know, trying to receive, then I don't mind seeing things with my eyes open. Just because when I'm doing Reiki now as well, I only used to do energy healing, but now I also do Reiki. I like to have my eyes open when I'm doing Reiki, and the messages basically kind of wasn't as strong when I was doing Reiki because I had my eyes open. So yeah, I asked if I was able to open my eyes and if I could include it in my rules, and now I can also do that, but I don't see anything crazy anymore. It's very rare that I do. Just because I asked not to, it frightened me and I didn't want to, and maybe one day I might change that. But for now, they are my rules. My spirit guide really, you know, you're in control, so make sure you know that. If you ever see something and you want it to leave, you just only have to say, please can you leave, because you're always in control. Just like, I think that's why I love Law of Attraction so much, is because you're always in control of your life. So that's me for today. I just thought I've been thinking about this video for a while, and obviously today someone needed to hear it, because every time I went to do a different video then something happened. So I'm just guessing that someone needs to hear this today. Maybe they're a little bit frightened with their gifts. If they are, then please make sure you comment below. I've got loads of social medias down below in the description. You can message me on any platform. I will be able to help you with this. Another little thing in the corner there. I will definitely be able to help you with this, because I would hate to think that someone is going through this alone and being worried and frightened, because I very much was and I didn't like it. So that's my video. I hope whoever it is that needed to see it comments below, because I want to know who it is and so I can help. So I will see you guys on tomorrow's video.